Hey everyone, RobJamWeb here, and this is the second part of the more in-depth tutorial of the Waxadisc Disco Producer Samples Pack that I've just released. So, today I'm going to focus on a couple of the slap bass loops that I've created. Now these sound like this when they're isolated. All of them are played in by myself. And this is the G minor one. So they're basically two bass lines there, F minor 7 and G minor 7. As I say with the samples pack, it's there for you to use as starting blocks and as building blocks. So if your track is in F minor 7, you're looking for some kind of funky slap bass, then you just drop this in there. Or you could use the slap bass from this as a building block for the very start of the track. So if you're stuck for ideas, put this on and build a track around it, which is what I'm going to do now. The beats on here are also created by me. They're also from the samples pack, and they go like this. Just straightforward disco beats. So basically, what I'm trying to show you here is what you can do with the bass sounds. So we stick the bass on. We know it's in F minor 7, we know it's in G minor 7, so we put two of them in. So then all we do is go and get some chords. These chords are already in the samples pack as well as MIDI files, but I've just chopped them up. And I've put the first one, the first tool up, as an F minor 7 chord. So I double click on that, open it up, and you can see that it's in F minor 7 there. So it's F, G sharp, C and D sharp with an F root. And the same for the next chord, which is the G minor 7, which is F, G, B flat and D, A sharp if you want to call it that, and the G is the root. So these go like this. I've just put a Rhodes on there. I've just put a nice old whirly sort of Rhodes on there, look. A whirl, it's electric piano. Just turned up the phaser to give it a bit of wobble on the LFO, just to give it some character. So I put those two chords there, and they go with the bass like so. Next chord with the G minor 7. And then stick the beats on. So you've got that as your building block. So as I say, you can just grab any of the bass samples out of the loop packs and just throw one in and just start developing a track around it, because you know what key it's in. It's in F minor 7, so we can use those notes out of the F minor 7. And then to develop that furthermore, you just get another plug-in, get a VST in this instance, which is the Viking electro bass that I've got, and that's this. It's like a mono synth like this. That's just a very quick tip on how to use the bass and how to develop a track around that. Just stick a couple of loops in, work out the keys, put the chord notes in, so you've got them as a bed, and then just jam a live riff on top of that with a mono lead synth or a poly synth, it doesn't matter what, in those notes of that chord. So the F minor 7, you would go. And just build a track around that, and then you can add some piano and a little vocal stab and some congos, etc. So that's it. That's the samples pack for the basses. And in this samples pack, as you can see here, everything is all there. You've got all of these different ones in here. These are all the ones created by myself. They're all royalty free, so you can use these however you wish to. And then there's all the MIDI files as well, so you can get all of that at the link in the description here. It's great value for money, and check it out. So that's it. Any questions, any comments, leave them in the bottom below, and get in touch with me if you need to regarding one-to-one tuition, whatever it is you want to do. Thank you and goodbye.